Hey everyone, Yōkai here. Today I'm going to check out the first episode of RPG Fudousan. And this show is by Doga Kobo, so pretty excited to get into it on that basis. I don't know too much about it beyond that, aside from like its just general genres like comedy, slice of life, fantasy. Fantasy I kind of assume just by having RPG in the title, but yeah, this is pretty much the first new show of the season I'm picking up, so I'm pretty eager to get into it. Before I do, I need to explain to you my reaction format since this is the first episode of a new series I'm doing. But I do not show the anime footage itself in this video because that causes some copyright issues. I do show you subtitles from the show, down there next to a timer so you can get your own copy of the show, get it all synced up with me, and we can watch together. That is kind of how I do things. If you're okay with all that, then feel free to stick around and enjoy some anime with me. So, 3, 2, 1, play. Is that a ship? I thought it was an island at first, but it was like a blimp. Is it a witch hat? Yeah, very witch-like outfit, and that's definitely a witch hat. It's, big old circle part of it. Kingdom of Actus, Royal Capital, Dali. And of course, it's, all circular. Kazairo Kotone. 15th anniversary. Oh, hello, whoever you are. Just confetti everywhere. Out of my way, doves. Got places to go. Seems like an alright place. Good thing she has a map. Because I can definitely picture her getting lost. $100 for a star? Is that woman selling starfish? She definitely stands out in that outfit. I'm so glad. Title drop in the first 2 minutes. I'm sure it is, if this is where the excitement is. Is that a tail? That is definitely a tail, and she is incredibly cute. I really dig the hair. Also, is it like a fin thing on the side of the head? This show definitely has such a moe, cute girls doing cute things kind of aesthetic to it with the character designs and everything. Which means it's very much up my alley. The girl with the twin tails definitely looks like, what's her name, Risa from Gochumon wa Usagi desu ka? The gun girl. I think we have her opening. Yeah, there's that blimp. She really does look like her. And so what exactly is she? She has like a tail, so... some kind of demi-human? She's definitely the character with my favorite character design so far. Beach episode, possibly. Oh wow, she has like a Pegasus. Yeah, very, very big cast of cute girls, and I remember her from earlier. That looks like a bad guy. And even when it shows like kind of darker visuals, the song is just so upbeat and, you know, make up life. It kind of contrasts with it a bit. It was went by pretty quickly, but I'm pretty sure I saw some good visuals there. And I take it this is like our main forecast. And yeah, she's a lot shorter than some of the other girls. Welcome to RPG Real Estate, room searching for the first time. I can respect that. May I have my order now? Definitely true. But that's quite forward, quite bold upon a first meeting. The epic struggle still going on back there. Very cute underwear, though. Yeah, Tail would... she makes a good point. Imagine this being your first day. You arrive and all this happens. You know you're in for quite a good time. That was her being lenient. Gotcha. Tail wagging. One goal is 120 yen. I'm so glad they explained that. Foodie, yeah, that's a name. I bet you do. Seriously. The mountain of expectations can be a scary place to stand on top of. Nakina. Definitely some interesting names. Fa is easy to remember. That was actually a pretty good pouty face. Yeah, you can't reject that. They really do just come across as cosplayers because a lot of people in town have more normal clothes. Treehouse. Oh, wow. I guess it is technically a tree, but... yeah, that's how they get you. Oh. Yeah, that's one of those things we really should make clear up front. Yeah, but to see, at least the view should be good, if nothing else. Don't fall out. Don't fall out. Yeah, that's why you shouldn't do that. Thank God she got a tail. Who let her near a window? You're hanging off by a thread. You really shouldn't be smiling like that. Uh... I mean... I wouldn't want to live there. I wouldn't call her Wagamama just because she doesn't want to live in this place. Yeah, it doesn't seem too bad so far. I was waiting for the catch, though. Gotta let them come in. That's kind of messed up. I take it that's kind of a joke about how RPG characters can just walk into places and, you know, do whatever. I would love to live there. I'm speaking for her, of course. Felicia. Seems pretty good. Okay. Well, yeah. It is a fob place. She's got a tail. She's, you know. Yeah, mellow to you too, sir. Yeah, wasn't that obvious? You speak the universal language of Moe. I want to see Fa try her hat on. We're not gonna be neighbors. I'm sure Fa is more than happy to be friends with you. There you go. Yeah, very friendly. It's not a competition. And there we go. An inseparable bond has just been formed. Yeah, hopefully you can read that. Yeah, you probably should have done that before. You probably should have led with that. Yeah, she is the new employee. You didn't ask. And yeah, now I finally got introductions out of the way. It's a great idea. I imagine watching the tail would be especially difficult, so could definitely use some help on that, I'm sure. I was thinking the same thing. Pretty good new life. I would say pretty solid start. Pretty hard start. I also want to put Tippy on Fa's head, now that I think about it. just do whatever. I wasn't expecting a no from you. As expected. She reads the newspaper in an attempt to look like the mature adult one of the group. Yeah, I think we heard something about that. Anything, really. Not to brag or anything. All comes down to food. I see no problem with any of that. Also, quite like the outfit. I would never mistake you for a boy. A boy couldn't rock twin tails that well. No. But Isn't there a visual novel called Popotam? You would think those do kind of go hand in hand in anime. Playing it safe. Pretty high ambition. This is not her dream job. Yeah, that's life for you. You got a little bit there, Fa. Yeah, well, I would love to hear what you have to say. Oh, just found her. She's our mascot character. That makes sense. That works. Well, if you want to be mean about it, I guess that's... Yeah, she's a communicator assistant. You got a little bit of burn on your face. Please don't eat Fa. We can't lose our mascot character already. Yeah, I guess that's one way to spend your time. Okay. Whew, yeah, that's definitely a pretty good outfit. It's a really good outfit. That's plenty. Don't question it. I can't imagine why. Whew, she does wear well. You gotta admit. I feel like the show's gonna have a lot of title drops. So can she wear that outfit like all the time, please? Luna. Okay, yeah, I vaguely remember her from the opening. Leave this to me. I can do it. I gotta get those connections. I mean, I was way ahead of you. You didn't have to explain your motivation. I definitely picked up on it. The second you got excited about this. And there she is. She kind of looks like a Kalar. Sasa. Soretomo watashi. Do you know her? I think she's more of an interest in the mascot character. It's a nice place. She's so freaking cute. Is there a nice view? Like a princess. So what exactly is your taste? She really does look like a Kalar though. She's kind of missing the gem on the forehead. But you got like a little necklace almost thingy there, so maybe it hides it. Diamond encrusted, wow. Maybe she doesn't want something so, gaudy and fancy and all that. She seems very troubled as you keep suggesting these things. wonder if the new girl's gonna be able to help her out a bit better. Yeah, before we give up, give her a chance. Roku couldn't quite read all that. I told you. Our new pink-haired girl to the rescue. Yeah, obviously not as, high class as some other places, but definitely a nice place. Right. She picking flowers. That's a good question. How did she pick up on her preferences? Gotcha. She was actually paying attention to the customer. She was picking flowers. A little. She was the MVP of this situation. I guess we're winding down. The episode is getting pretty close to the end. Yeah, don't say no to such things. I mean, that's just how life goes sometimes. A very nice way to end off the day. The outfits in the show really have been on point, haven't they? Sky have two moons. One looks a bit evil. Yeah, there's definitely a Doga Kobo show. And that customer has cat ears. Awesome. Is the song really just called Awesome? Wow. And yeah, she just rides her Pegasus. And obviously not to scale with the girls on the blimp there. I can't believe the song is just called Awesome. I read it, I hear them saying it in the song, and I still can't really believe it. I know there's a lot of English loanwords in Japanese, but I don't think I've heard Awesome very much at all in anime. Okay, going to the Demon King Castle. That is something to look forward to. Okay, well that was the first episode of RPG Fudousan, right? Yeah, Fudousan real estate. Yeah, so basically, this is a show about a girl that goes to the big capital, or Inaka Musume, or kind of country bumpkin kind of girl. She goes there, is really impressed by the big old buildings and all the people, all the classic things that a character like that would be surprised by. and actually manages to not get lost, which is pretty good. Found the real estate place where she's going to be working, and uses them to find a place to live, right? Before she actually tells them that she is good, their new employee, which is pretty funny. But it's good because we get a chance to have them, you know, treat her like a customer and not as a coworker until later on, you know, until we got past that stage and she got a place, and she did successfully get a place, which is good. Some places were not really ideal. One was like a spooky witch place. One was like a big old tree house. So it was like also a dungeon, I think. Almost not a good fit. But Fa was like, hey, you should live next to me. It'll be great. And then she did, and it was great. So, and yeah, as far as our characters, like we have, you know, our main girl, you know, our witch girl. We have a priest. We have our mascot character. And we have, you know, Risa from Gochumu and Warusagi Desu. Those are like our four main girls, right? And I think we got a decent feel for a lot of the personalities in this episode, especially Fa, right? She's obviously the very Genki, ultra moe, cheerful, excitable, you know, she's that kind of character. And she's got a tail, you know. I want to call it a dragon tail. I don't know what... Did they actually say what kind of tail it is? I'm going to probably rewatch the episode later to pick up on all the details that I missed or forgot, but the point is they have her, their boss picked her up somewhere, dropped her off to them to help them out as a communication assistant, because she can communicate with demi-humans and stuff like that. Very, very useful stuff. And we have, our blonde priest girl, Rufudia. Yeah, she's got high aspirations of things she wants to do, to you know, promotions she wants to get, but she's currently working here. Quite a bit different than, like, Kotone, who's just, like, chose this, essentially, right? But, and, I don't remember the reset girl's name. Was he, like, Rakina or something? Twin Tail Girl. We got to see her adventure outfit, which was great. We had a nice little shot of like a flashback shot of girls like being all kia over her, giving her presents and stuff. That was a fun little scene there. Fa and Kotone becoming very fast friends. You know, living close to each other, bathing together. Pretty good progress as far as that goes, for sure. Good to see. And we also have Kotone being able to really showcase her skills, you know, pretty much the first day with the one customer whose name I don't remember, the one with the blue hair, right? I'm trying to get the names down. Rufudia, the blonde girl, she tried a little bit too hard to find a place for her, you know, picking places based on a like superficial understanding of what she would want, whereas you have Kotone who like dug a little bit deeper, paid a little bit more attention to what she seemed to like, what she seemed to want, presented it to her, and in the end made her be a satisfied customer, right? I can't believe we actually called her an exhibitionist with the text next to her as she has that blushing face. That was also a good moment. A good moment in the episode. But we did end off the episode on kind of a winding down sort of thing with, well, first of all, we had our blonde girl snuggling together with Risa, you know, wanting to be comforted basically because she had a bit of a bad day with, she trying very hard to get an important, accomplished, satisfied customer, you know, because she had built up all these expectations of what that could potentially lead to, you know. Moving her way up in the world, and then the newbie shows up and outdoes her, right? She was a little bit salty about that, very begrudgingly, barely praised her for that. So, yeah, after that, she crawls into bed with her and lets herself be comforted, which is, yeah, definitely a nice way to end that off. Also, like, her night clothes just has, like, a random circle in the chest area to show off cleavage, which I did not expect at all. But it looked a bit odd, but I don't have a problem with it. It was very unexpected, though. And yeah, then we just had the ED. So, yeah, not sure if I have too much more to say on the episode. It ticked a lot of the boxes of stuff I would expect for this kind of cute girls doing cute things sort of Doga Kobo show. And I did enjoy my time with it. The characters really piqued my interest enough where I do want to see more of them, learn more about them, have our main girl bond with them, you know, especially with Fa, because we got a good start to a good friendship between Fa and Kotone, and I would love to see that continue to progress for sure. And of course, blonde hair girl and twin tail girl also seem to be quite close, judging by what we saw near the end of the episode. So we'd love to see more of their interactions with each other as well. But overall, the general art aesthetic of the show looked great. Really has that. It kind of like, if I had to like compare the art style to some other show, it would be Endro. That's really what I felt as I was watching it. Like I'm sure you could say it's similar to a lot of different other shows, but Endro was the one that really stuck out of my mind as the arts, the look of it really reminded me of, like, not just a little bit. Of course, also Gochumo and Wawasaki Desu. There's a lot of that there too. You know, with the twin tail girl in particular, really giving me that feel. Like I just want to put a gun in her hand. That's how much she reminded me of that character. Like I couldn't stop thinking about it. Like I mentioned it a few times, but I thought it like a few dozen times. Like she is that character physically. It's and like in a cafe sort of environment as well. I mean, it's not literally a cafe, but they have tea and snacks and they bake stuff. Like it's just freaking that character. Anyway, yeah, I enjoyed the first episode well enough to continue watching it. That's definitely the case. So hopefully you enjoy my reaction to it. Hopefully you continue watching more of my reactions to it if you like the show. And I hope to see you in the next video. Until then, bye bye.